The following is a presentation of BiGGs Media Services.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Are you ready? Time to play the game!
BiGGs Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
You want to hear a nice golf joke? Yeah, I should have showed up and watched me play yesterday. I should be put on Chick Galore or something like that. A team named that. Scramblers. That's it. Scramblers, that's a team I should be on. Because I was scrambling for my ball.
There's a golf shot. That's a golf shot.
Hey, when am I going to get the caddy?
The bag is bigger than you.
So?
That white one?
Yeah?
That's the one you're carrying.
Oh, man, that thing's a boat anchor.
I haven't had golf anything since high school.
No, that's you, not me. She likes to enjoy a beverage herself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I might be distracted. That's another story. Golf course and equipment reviews, golf news, guests, and lots of golf humor. When you need to drive for show,
Are you ready?
BiGGs Golf Talk.
I'm special.
Yes, you are, with a helmet.
So I got that going, which is nice.
It is showtime, baby! Here we go! BiGGs Golf Talk is presented by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Qualify for the National Championship by participating in a national qualifier in your area. Visit usgolfchallenge.com. You need to be 21 years of age in order to enjoy a great Tito's beverage, and friends don't let friends drive drunk. BGT, also sponsored in part by ShotScope. Data is power. Encore Golf. Be more with Encore. Encore Golf, one of our May giveaways. Photo Ball Marker. McNally 22. Ready Putt. Never putt with a dirty ball ever again. Ready Putt, also one of our new giveaways in the month of May. Zalise. CBD for golfers. Scorpion 21, feel the sting. Squares Shoes, it's hip to wear squares. And UFO Tour Golf. You have to check out the Foes of Honor apparel that is brand new from UFO Tour Golf and the brand new Foes of Honor golf bags. If you want to represent USA and freedom is not free, be sure to check out UFO Tour Golf with the great red, white, and blue offerings that they do offer. Connect with BiGGs Golf Talk on the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Golf Ball. Subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes. We're available in the Google Play Music Store, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your Amazon devices, and don't forget about searching for us on all your favorite podcast platforms. Our website is www.biggsgolftalk.net, BIGGS golftalk.net, or .com. Either one will take you to the same page, and later today we will be announcing the winners of our Sun Mountain giveaway and our Groove It Brush giveaway. So stay tuned for that, and also your brand new phrase of the week. I am Big John Vick. She is the golf diva, Amanda Robertson. He is the one and only, the myth, the legend, the golf father, Bill Cuevas. Welcome into BiGGs Golf Talk, everybody, and good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning.
As we tee off on hole number 1 here, starting to look like a positive outlook nationwide. Looks like golf is starting to open up nationwide. This is getting really, really excited. Amanda, I want to let Beauty before Beast here, but courses opening, obviously, nationwide. What can golfers do to get themselves back to golf ready? Chipping around the house, maybe, getting their grips clean. I mean, those clubs have been sitting in there for 12 weeks. Cleaning the clubs, cleaning the grips. The grips probably have a lot of dust on them. What can golfers do to be ready and say, you know what, I'm ready to tee it up on number 1?
Club maintenance is definitely important. So pull out your clubs. You can take a wire brush and scrub your grips and dip them in some soapy, warm water, and just kind of clean them up. It helps you feel better when you go out on the course. Also, I've been telling everybody on my segment, as well as just anyone that will listen, make sure that they're keeping up with their around the house drills. And so that way, when they step out on the course, it's not like it's been forever, even though it has. So,
Bill the Golf Father Cuevas, you're a health nut. You like to exercise and stretch. How important is it for the golfers to, start their stretching routines even right now before they maybe they tee up on a weekend, or maybe they're going to tee up in a week from now? But how important is it for them to tee up those muscles in their legs and their arms and their shoulders? And
I mean, I got my stuff from Amanda. I got it from watching Amanda because she's the animal.
She got the guns.
Yeah, so she's out there every day, posting the pictures of her workouts, her 30-day challenges, and everything else. I got a little laxed from all the traveling that we did. This is the longest I've been here in about 2 years that I've actually been in these four walls for so long. But so now I've really hit it a lot harder. I've done a lot more stretching, a lot more cardio, a lot more bike riding, a lot more lifting, but more importantly, stretching. You got to stretch. You got to stretch that back out, stretch your core, stretch your legs. So when you get out there, you can just get up there and swing and not hurt yourself, because everybody's going to overswing. Everybody's going to do the things that, we all don't want to do.
Right.
But you're not fresh. Muscle memory. Our swings are muscle memory. So I would say, get those stretches in, grab a couple of clubs, start swinging nice and easy, just to get that brain firing again of what it used to. Yeah, it might be like riding a bike, but you know what? You still got to get up to that certain spot where you were. You're not going to get there for a while, but start now. Swing a club, stretch that back, stretch that core, stretch those legs, those hamstrings. You can do it. And you have to do it. Otherwise, you're going to hurt yourself.
I had a chance to talk to Joey Castaneda out there in Canyon Club, had a chance to talk to Zach over there at Twin Warriors, and they're telling me the golf courses just look phenomenal. They were able to get some work done that they have not been able to get done because obviously golfers are on the golf course, and sometimes it's difficult to do that with long periods of time. But they are, and the golf courses are really, really looking fabulous nationwide, and that's all I'm hearing across the country. Those courses that have not been open through the pandemic of COVID-19, and now are starting to open up. Golf courses in Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, those Midwestern golf courses. Obviously, this is the season they're starting to open up in a regular way, not just from the pandemic. Yep. But able to get some work done. I mean, typically on a warm day, so if they have 1 or 2 warm days, even before their original, typical opening day, they would open up to the public. Well, obviously, no golf courses up that way were open during this time, and we're able to get that work done. Let me ask you this, Bill, and I'll go to you first on this one. Golf courses, the Colonel Quick and I, we went out and we were taking a drive and had a conversation. What do you think golf courses could do to attract the golfers back to them? I mean, you're going to have your diehard golfers, but obviously the golf course is still going to be hurting because they're not having the outings. They're still not having the tournaments. The restaurants are not open, so you're not going to have a 19th hole. And obviously no retail. A lot of golf courses are not selling in retail right now. I mean, these are the restrictions that's in place for these guys. That one of the suggestions that Colonel Quick and I was talking about, how about mini clinics? Reestablishing the golfers back into their swings and how they hold a club. I mean, 12 weeks away from golf, it's a long time for those people that are used to playing year-round. But how about like a mini group clinic? You charge $25, and obviously have the social distancing, but still talk to them about how to, get themselves back into it and get excited again about it.
I mean, it could be a good idea of introducing them back, but I think the regulars might not, because they want to golf. People want to golf.
Yes, absolutely. We are.
You want to get out of there. You really want to. I mean, I think it's great for people that are new to the game. I think this whole pandemic thing has brought new people to the game. I was just the other day I was watching on YouTube, and somebody had asked a question about the honeymooners. And I was like, oh, okay. I remember the honeymooners when Ralph first took up golf, and Ed Norton was telling him, and how do you address the ball? And you go, hello, ball. And the whole, stitch behind it and the humor. And then I thought about, I was like, what, with everything that's going on right now, there are so many golfers out there like that. So I think the golf professionals out there in those mini clinics are perfect for those new golfers that, because otherwise in this pandemic, like in Florida, there's a lot of new people on our golf course, people I've never seen. They're showing up first thing in the morning with their bags and their clubs, and they don't know. I mean, they don't know the right tees to play from. And you watch them and you laugh, but that's somebody new. That's what I'm saying right now. This could be the opening for golf to get to that next level that they need to get to.
Amanda, let me turn to you. As far as the idea of new golfers, Billy said he's seen people on the golf course. What about the golf club themselves working on, since this pandemic has time to think about it and all that stuff, but working on a better pace of play, for their golf course?
Yeah, I think this is definitely the time to be figuring out kind of the behind the scenes infrastructure, just because what else do you have to do? But one of the biggest things is right now we know, like, especially as some of the Midwest to East Coast is starting to get some better weather. Normally for those first couple months of great weather, they price gouge because it's peak season. And so I think it would be optimal for a lot of golf courses to reconsider and wanting to pull in new players and to kind of knock in summer rates early. And kind of, even here in Arizona, we have usually about another month of peak rates before we hit summer rates. And I think a lot of golf courses need to kind of readjust and say, maybe for 2020, we gotta not price gouge, even though it's like the greatest time of, the season, just to get new people out there and feeling like, hey, this is the only thing we can do right now. But I also would like to be able to afford it.
Well, there are some restrictions as far as tee times go. With some courses are going 13 minutes, some courses are going 15 minutes,
and they're separating. And I heard the golf course that I do a lot of work with in Central California, they just reopened, and they were getting a lot of flack from some people, and then some people were super grateful. But they just moved to 16 minutes apart. So. Wow. 16 minutes apart is a lot when you're used to 7 or 8 minutes apart. So,
yeah, you're almost giving up a whole tee time, which is could be in some courses cases $1,000 for a foursome, and other courses cases could be $300 a foursome.
And you still see it. You still see it. I mean, there's some golf courses that think by taking $50 off their tee time,
right.
It's something, but what they don't understand is with the country and the recession. I mean, I want to say recession, but with the unemployment
economy,
rate, all these high ends, the economy is terrible. And you know who's losing their jobs just as much as the low guy that used to spend that $40-$50? That big guy that was sitting up in that chair watching all those restaurant workers and all that alcohol and all those other people that were sitting up there watching those. That industry doesn't exist right now. So what do? They got furloughed just like everybody else. They're not making up that money. They're not. Who wants to pay $300-$400 for a round right now?
Well, and especially that's something that we have to remember, right, Amanda? Is that yes, golf courses are opening nationwide. They are not going to be at 100%. If anything, going to be at 60% because you can't serve food. You won't be open. But the golf courses
going to be limited.
Yeah, and the golf courses have to remember too, their clientele is unemployed, so they don't really have the funds to go out there and spend $80 to play around the golf.
Well, and that's the thing. These golf courses are kind of looking at it backwards. They're saying it's beautiful weather. People are dying to get out here, and our courses are in immaculate shape because no one's been out on them. Well, that's the wrong way to look at it from a consumer side, because like you said, they don't have the financial to go out and to blow, $80 to $100 around.
It's kind of like the gas prices right now, right? Because nobody's going anywhere because they can't go anywhere.
Where are you going to go?
And I'll tell you this much, around the country, your first week might be fabulous. You might fill that golf course with 300 golfers in the day. But what about week
100%.
number 2 when they say, you know what? Can't do it now. I'm not working.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
No.
What about week
Because
number
reality
3?
is
Week number 4?
That's the thing. Who can afford to? I mean, I used to golf a lot more.
Yes.
I used to golf a lot more than what I'm doing now. Is because it's not cost effective. If you, I bought toilet paper. The toilet paper that I used to buy for like $6 a pack cost me $26 for I don't even know what
same pack.
Yeah, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So it's like that's extra money. So while they're complaining about this is dropping, you have to decide what's important. And today it's really hard because if you, God forbid, you get sick, you know what I mean? What happens then? There's too many variables for people to have that kind of money to just, to play. I'll do it once, twice, maybe.
This is also going to be an opportunity for marketing for golf courses if they do it right.
And they are.
It maybe buy one, get one half off, type thing. Or, you're going to go into single rider carts, don't charge them a full price for the cart, still charge them for a half rider, that type of thing. I mean, there's just going to be ample opportunity right now. If they market this thing right and these golf course operators and owners do it the right way, you will have that steady clientele.
And this is when you can build a new base.
Yes.
All these people that are being introduced now that never thought about picking up this game, they're now trying. They're trying the game. So, I think it's a good opportunity. I think more is less for what they're thinking. The more money they charge, the less they're going to get. Go less, get more people out there, have these new people go out there, and you're going to build a bigger clientele.
Hey, later on, we're going to be talking with a guest about the world's biggest golf lesson. It's going to be about putting. So stay tuned for that and much, much more here on Big's Golf Talk. And Amanda's got her segment coming up next. And up next, it is On Par with Amanda. We'll be right back.
Hey, everyone. Big's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. Download the app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Big's Golf Talk. Be sure to save us as a favorite so that you'll know when we're on. Join the millions of iHeartRadio listeners and listen to Big's Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against International Field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup style event, known as the International Kings Cup, played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer.
The 6th annual edition of the International Kings Cup will be contested in May 2021 at the Glasson Golf Club in Ireland.
The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. The top 30% and ties at each qualifier will be invited to the USGC National Championship. Winning teams at national qualifiers have a chance to receive a free $950 team entry into the event.
With an open and a senior division, each having 4 flights, teams of all skill levels will compete for a spot on Team USA. The winning team from each flight at the United States Golf Challenge National Championship will be crowned and win the expense-paid trip to the Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland, as part of Team USA.
Do you have what it takes? For more information, the website is usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. That's usgolfchallenge.com.
This is a commercial for golfers. Take the next step to improving your game with ShotScope and discover your strengths and weaknesses. Analyze statistics on your clubs, tee shots, approaches, short game, and putting. ShotScope V2 is the golf watch that combines GPS distances with automatic performance tracking. Once you have it, you won't want to play around without it. Check out ShotScope.com to take your game to the next level.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another week of On Par with Amanda. Thanks for tuning in to Big's Golf Talk. We are surviving coronavirus together. It has been a long while since everyone's got to go out and enjoy some, friend time, family time out in public, and we are slowly seeing the light at the end of the tunnel or the sun coming over the horizon. I know that I have been really focused on taking better care of myself and a little self-love during this quarantine while I have a little more free time on my hands and not traveling as much. What are you guys doing to get through the virus? I'd love to know, so make sure you're sharing those details with me. I've heard all kinds of things, from golfing in the house, breaking TVs with golf clubs on accident, all kinds of fun stuff going on. So I want to hop right in. I'm just a little baffled. I think coronavirus has everyone a little messed up, because the things that are being projected and said by people in the golf industry, it's just blowing my mind. So we've talked for a long time about, even before the virus, we've talked about how to fix driving distances, because the players are getting stronger and better golfers, better athletes, and they're hitting the ball further. Technology is getting better, which is also, golf balls are flying further, golf clubs are hitting the ball further, making better contact. And as those things increase, it's causing an issue, because golf courses, the guys are flying around, and driving greens, and they're on every par 5. And this has really been something that we've been talking a lot about for a long while. But when I hear something said, as Sir Nick Faldo suggested, a ban on wooden tees, or he calls them pegs, I literally laughed out loud on this one. You have got to be outside of your mind if you think that we're going to eliminate tees altogether. That is the staple of golf. It is something that has always been done. Now, I understand some of these rules that changed in 2019 were a little wonky, but for the most part, a lot of them were to help with pace of play, to help players, not suffer as bad on the golf course. But this is just getting ridiculous. Why don't we just change the entire game? And this has been my biggest struggle from the get-go with all the rule changes. When you change something, change is great, and I believe in change, but change is supposed to be for the better improvement, the overall betterment of something. That's why you make a change. You make a change to get better, to grow. You don't make a change because you can't figure out a better solution. So you just go with whatever works. And, to me, saying eliminating golf tees is like saying we're just going to play a completely different sport. And so when I heard that, I literally laughed out loud, you guys. And this is something that really hit home for me, because yes, I know there is a problem, and the problem is that technology will continue to get better. The guys and their strength will continue to get better. Golf courses cannot expand and get bigger. They are what they are. But there has to come a point where we compromise and we say, okay, so we're going to put stipulations on certain equipment that is out there, and certain things that are causing the ball to go further, we've got to put a limit on. Just like you can't have a hot bat in baseball, you can't do certain things to the equipment. Just all of these things. It's why you get in trouble for deer antler spray, or you can't be on steroids. It's the same thing. Why are we allowing the equipment to just continue to get crazier and crazier and crazier and causing this issue? But getting rid of golf tees, come on, folks. Like, this is the point where I throw my hands up and say, I got to ask what you guys think, because this is very frustrating to me as someone who not only respects and loves the game, but who has played it for a long time and played it at the professional level. It's very frustrating when you start tampering with a change that is going to change the integrity of the sport. So when I heard that, I just couldn't. But anyway, with that said, I would love to know what you guys think about this situation. Same thing with coronavirus. After coronavirus, we all know that golf will probably be slightly different moving forward, but it's the same thing. I think going to where we don't take the pin, you don't have the option to pull the pin at all because no one wants to touch the flag, or not having rakes. Now, you cannot tell me one professional golfer in the world that is going to give up having a caddy and giving up raking a bunker. Sorry, not going to happen. And I know that there are a ton of pro golfers out there that would be just floored if we started making idiotic changes. And I get it. I get what it means to be safe and to protect. The golf course is one of the safest places out there. And it's just, if you can go to the grocery store and touch everything in the grocery store while you're shopping, then there should be, and you still can make it home and wash your hands before touching your face, then why can't you do the same thing on a golf course? I hit my limit this week, guys, and if you can't hear it in my voice, I'm deeply frustrated. I'm tired of being that feeling of being locked in, and I've really been trying my hardest to stay positive, stay focused, work on myself, and do a lot of really good healthy stuff for my body during this time, because normally I'm traveling so much, it's hard to be consistent, rather than, I'll eat healthy and then I'll get a workout here and there while I can. But overall, I had to share my thoughts. I think it just hit me this week that, I've been seeing more and more articles about what we're going to do to change everything moving forward. And some of these changes are just completely idiotic. And, I don't care if other people think I'm crazy for saying it, but I think there should be more people on board with this as it gets further down the road. Now, after I was very frustrated and had a frustrating week, I did want to switch over and talk about something a little more positive in the golf world. Good news is a lot of golf courses are starting to open up. We're starting to see a lot of people starting to be able to get out, go spend some time with your family. I've actually had a lot of inquiries about home, chipping drills and tips, and I've told you all time and time again to always come to me if you have any questions about, and I can push you in the right direction of home workouts, home golf workouts specifically, and also just working on your short game. Short game is an imperative, and anyone, and I said this a couple weeks ago, anyone that lives in a state that you only get a couple months a year to play some decent golf will tell you that even the smallest things going on in the house, the smallest amount of swing drills you can do in the house really will help when you get out onto the course. And we're just seeing a small taste for, a couple months through the coronavirus, but overall, it really does make a difference. So if I can help anybody in that direction, I have been cooking a ton. I have been coming up with new smoothie recipes and healthy ways to eat. And I've cut out, for the past couple weeks, all sugar and very, very limited minimal carbs. And I've been working my butt off, but just trying to feel more at peace with this whole thing, as I hope you are as well. Self-motivation is challenging, but at the same time, once you get into that mindset, you're good to go. And I hope everybody is doing the same thing. So I want to know what you guys think about all the craziness going on in the golf world. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of gray area. I talk about gray area being one of the most irritating things that I find in this world. Gray area. Nobody likes it. We want answers. So I want to know what you guys think about some of the rule changes, maybe some of the changes about how we're going to move forward out of the coronavirus. I had someone DM me last week that said that they had seen a couple ways to basically lift your ball out of the hole so you didn't have to touch the pin, which is indicating that we will not be removing the flag from the hole. And that, for someone like me, I felt... So I always thought that the belly putter rule was it was a good one to implement. I hated belly putters and I thought they were dumb, so I didn't really care. And you know how that is when you can't relate to something, you tend to care less about it. Well, for once in my life, I felt like the belly putters felt when that rule got implemented, that they could no longer use a belly putter, because if I hate the flag in 10 feet and in. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I've seen it. I've played 9 holes almost every evening for the last month and a half. And I have seen the difference in my putts. I keep track of my fairways, greens, and putts every round, and I can see a total difference. And I'm not making as many birdies out there. I'm not making those putts because I just don't like it. It's not aesthetically pleasing. So for once in my life, I got a taste of my own medicine, and I felt like the belly putters, where if we can't pull the pin from here on out, I'm going to suffer, and I'm going to have to work on a different mindset while putting. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful weekend so far, and finish it strong. Stay positive. I know it's hard right now. I've been frustrated as well, but if you need anything and I can help, DM me. It's A Robertson Golf on Instagram. Otherwise, write into bigsgolftalk@gmail.com. We would love to help you out and guide you into the right situation. So, with that said, have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next week. Until next time, keep swinging for par.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Putt, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Putt.
And we are back here on Big's Golf Talk on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Amazon devices. As we wrap up our number 1, we are joined by a fourth, what we like to call our regular roundtable discussion, and now we have a fourth joining us, and this fourth is no stranger to me, to Bill the Golffather Cuevas. You have seen her on many different things, including working with Amanda, the Golf Diva Robertson, with her company, but she's also appearing on a TV show on ABC called Holey Moley. This is a 10-episode mini golf competition series, Holey Moley. It showcases self-proclaimed mini golf lovers from around the country as they compete head-to-head through an amazing program that they have going on. And here to talk about Holey Moley and what it's all about is Chelsea Kinard. Chelsea, talk about your background. You're former LPGA and Symetra Tour and all that stuff, and I know you and I, along with my former co-host, we golfed with you in Rockford, Illinois, with your dad, which was a great honor. And I think at that time you were not even married yet, were you?
Was not married, did not have a kid. No, that was pre all things life.
How long ago was that?
Gosh.
It has to be 7 years or more, because Billy's been a part of the show.
Trey will be 4. Trey will be 4 in June, and wedded for almost 6 years.
Yeah. So there you go.
You know, he's been bragging that he golfed with your dad and stuff, but he doesn't know that I've been harassing you a lot longer than he golfed with you.
See, this is why you have not golfed with her, because you're under an order to not come within 50 feet of her.
We spent a weekend together.
Whoa!
We spent a weekend together.
Whoa! Whoa! Boom! There it is. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Right. So you talk about your golf session all you want, Holmes.
Well, I did not spend a weekend with Chelsea.
That just went south.
I've met her quite a while ago. We played golf together, so I've known her for quite a while.
I think Amanda has to take the cake. I think I've known Amanda the longest.
She could have the cake. It's okay. You could have the cake. I already got my mic dropped.
I didn't spend a weekend.
I was going to say,
her,
Amanda,
but...
I think we need a weekend together or something like that because
Amanda and I have spent many weekends together.
Not just one.
Not just one.
Now you see the look on Billy's face on Zoom here. He's jealous a little bit. Yeah,
I'm not. I can't compete with that. I think I
No,
spent
you
maybe
can't.
3 weekends with Amanda. That's about it.
Oh man,
only 3 weekends. You know what I mean? So I'm far behind. I need to catch up. I need to get out of here. That's what I need.
Now, Chelsea, I know that you have taken some time away from golf, obviously, to be a mother and be a wife, and you're starting to get back into it. Tell us what you're doing with yourself.
Well, I've had an itch. I think it's one of those things, once it's taken from you, you want what you can't have. And the game is nowhere near where it ever was, nor will it probably ever be. But I have found a new love for the game and a different kind of passion for it. Now that little man's involved with the game, it kind of helps alleviate the pain, and I can accept the fact that I suck. But it's good. It's good to be back. I'm playing, regularly, obviously living in a climate that I can now. And the job with backswing really has helped, push that drive back up again. And I have found myself playing a lot more often than what I have in the past. So it's been a welcomed change to the lifestyle.
I just want to know, because when we spent our weekend together, you didn't look the way you look right now. I went to look for Holey.
Fountain of Youth.
I went to look at Holey Moley, and I went onto her page to look for Holey Moley, and I stopped. I just got dead in my tracks because the first thing I saw was girlfriends, my most asked questions. And I was like, holy moly. And it wasn't the TV show. So I was like, oh my God, because before we were talking about abs, and I was like, holy moly. Yes. So I don't know. How does that not help you play better?
It doesn't. It's a change, but
really?
That's a welcome change too. So yeah, life is good.
And that's a good thing. So we got Amanda, you sitting there too. We know that you're working out and you doing all this stuff.
She got
Does
the guns.
Working out help your game? I know you seen Amanda's guns.
I think we've always, like Chelsea and I, because we played professionally, like you have to keep your body in some sort of shape. You can't just fall apart. But if there was a magic, if I have one more ab sticking out, I'm going to shoot 2 extra strokes less. Probably doesn't work that way. But I will say I've been watching, Chelsea and I have been friends, and she works for my company and stuff like that. And I've been watching her transformation over the past year or so, and it's just really inspiring. She's busy. She's a mom. She's got a lot of things going on, and she always makes time to get her fitness.
She really
on.
does. She inspires a lot of people, because I'll joke about it, but part of my day is when I go on Facebook and I see her story. I mean, she transforms from waking up, and she shows how she wakes up, to being a mom, to being the workaholic, what she appears to be, from working out, working on the beverage cart, working on her game, working backswing. And we have 2 women on the show for the first time ever that both are in the golf industry, both are making a living outside of it as well. You know what I mean? So while Amanda has her backswing events, they've both taken golf and have you got your company where you sell your clothes. So you got a lot of great things going on. And the passion is still there within you guys. To see you guys from back then and where you guys, I don't see you guys losing any. You guys just keep getting better and better. And I'm not sure if I like that too much. But you guys just keep, because I don't know how
see, the problem is you got 2 guys here that as the days and months and weeks and years go by, we get grayer and grayer. as the weeks, months, and years go by, you girls get prettier and prettier.
Oh, jeez.
That takes a lot of money and effort.
It takes a lot of money and a lot of stuff you gentlemen don't see.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on behind the scene that y'all don't see this transformation.
Yes.
Okay.
Take your work, Brett.
Speaking of behind the scenes, both of your girls are actually a part of a TV show on ABC that's going to premiere on Thursday, May 21st at Central, and that's called Holey Moley. And I believe, Amanda, did you say you are going to be on the premiere?
I don't know about me. So I am still working on those details, and I will be dishing out some details on my Instagram coming very soon. I'm a little behind Chelsea on the layout of what's going on.
But Chelsea, you have already filmed your episode, right? And it's gonna. Do you have any idea what episode will be on?
Yeah, you can find me on the season premiere. So episode 1, there's
Woohoo!
13 episodes. Yeah, there's 13 episodes of 12 episodes of how they kind of broke it down last year, and then the 13th episode will be the finale. But yeah, you can find me on the season or episode 1, the season premiere at 9/8 Central Standard Time on ABC. Woo!
Now, I know we can't talk details,
right?
But is there anything that they told you that you can talk about to the date that is a premiere, blah,
sure.
blah, blah. Any
yeah,
insight?
no, my hands are definitely tied. We signed our life away, but things that I can tell you, there's 99 contestants, and we are all vying for $250,000. The difference between season 1 and season 2, season 1, there was 12 green jacket winners. Those all got paid out. They each got $25,000. This season 2 is one and done. There's one winner of $250,000, and then 12 green jacket winners and gold putter that Stephen Curry dishes out. So that's what you have to tune in to see. This season compared to season 1 is much more extreme. Their biggest complaint was that it was not Wipeout, the show Wipeout. It was not enough like that.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
And it is extreme. The obstacles this year are out of this absolute world. There are people that get concussions. There are people that have extreme wipeouts. It is insane. And really, I mean, there's some things that I think Amanda and I, with our playing career, help as far as pressure goes. But it was so much more of a physical test for season 2 than it has anything to do with a golf test.
I agree. I 100% agree. And I think a lot of people, watching the show think one thing, but actually going through it, it's a totally different beast. And I don't care how good of a player, putter, who you are, when it comes down to what those challenges are, this season was a whole nother level, like Chelsea said.
Okay, so for those, and such as myself, I've never seen Holey Moley. So
you got to catch up.
I'm going to catch up.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Go to YouTube. Put in season 1, Holey Moley. Every single episode from season 1 is there on YouTube. You can watch it from start to finish. And then as you
multiply that by 100.
What's that?
Then multiply that by 100.
Yeah, and then I was just going to say, and then as you're watching that, make sure you multiply that in your brain times 100, because it's incomparable. The producers, everybody has said it. It is incomparable. These 2 seasons are unmatched.
So so it's a mixture of golf competition and physical skills. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
You ever seen Wipeout, bitch?
I have seen Wipeout.
She just said
it is Wipeout with mini golf.
So I actually had an audition for Wipeout, but when I walked to the stage, I wiped out, and they said, "Nope, don't want you."
Oh, Jesus.
Welcome to Big Golf Talk, Chelsea.
But it sounds like it's an exciting thing, and I certainly hope that you move on, and hopefully we'll see you in the finals. And people have to stay tuned in to find out.
Whenever she finishes, or if she gets the $250,000, whatever, if she becomes rich, whatever, we still got to have her back on. We have to have a follow-up.
Right.
Absolutely, yes. Let's have a follow-up.
Have her back on.
because we want to talk about the experience, and I know you can't talk about that now, but after the episode airs, and
a shameless plug. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I will be live. I will share. I plan on going live on the season premiere to kind of walk people through it, because like Amanda said, you are going to see something different than obviously what we experienced, and our firsthand ordeal with this all is something that it can't be portrayed through video. And so I plan on sharing every detail that I can as things start to kind of release. So I'm looking forward to that. I cannot wait to finally spill the beans.
Well, I'm sure we're going to see family members and friends out there with big old banners and signs cheering and screaming, doing all that stuff. And certainly we will be doing that through the TV screen. Hopefully you'll hear us. But
hopefully they'll clear it so some of us can get out there and actually have like a preview show.
I know. Well, we here in Houston, we will have anybody that's in the Houston area. We will be having a watch party at a local establishment, and we'll have some live music, and we will be all tuning in to to the episode 1 for sure.
Well, that's if the restrictions are lifted, right? You can't.
Yes, we lift tomorrow.
There you go.
They're going to 25% already. But you still got to put how they can follow. We know where to stalk you, but where can the rest of the followers stalk you?
Yes, yeah. Well, easy enough. I've branded myself easy. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Chelsea Bach. That's BACH. Chelsea spelled with an A. And then you can follow me on Instagram at CK_golf. And I'm very active on both. I'm not very active on Twitter. I'm trying. I'm really trying.
You know what? I really think Twitter is kind of going down as far as social media.
Yeah. But Instagram and Facebook, I'm real active. So come follow me. Come see. And I'll be giving an inside look to everything, all things. Wipe out Holey Moley.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you.
Diggs knows how to wipe out.
Oh, I could just walk off the curb and boom, there I go. There you see a fat man just rolling down the street. Sorry, man. I know you're drinking something when I said that.
I know.
Did it come out your nose, Amanda? That's what I want.
Hold it together, guys.
Chelsea,
I need a drink.
Now that you're a reality game show star and stuff like that, Bill mentioned earlier on you're dabbling into fashion, you're dabbling into some other stuff, and including working with Amanda's company and stuff like that. But what else does a Chelsea have going on for her that people could check out?
I kind of got my hands and my feet and anything and everything that I can. I just feel as though I have a story to share and I have lives to change. And I hope through me being open and living my life openly, I can inspire at least one person along the way. It's why I've branded myself. My boutique is called Inspire by CK. This is one of my pieces. But I've got a label on clothes and got my hand obviously in backswing, and every person that I come across at backswing, I'm not there just to stand on the tee box and, shoot the crap with people. I mean, I am, don't get me wrong, but the mission goes deeper than that. And I hope that through me being open and vulnerable and honest with anybody that I come across, that along the way I inspire somebody. And that is what drives me and wakes me up every single morning and is the passion behind it all.
Well, you do a good job.
Yeah, you do.
She does a good job. She shows every day, whether it's good, happy, sad. It's like an emotion. It's like you're part of her life, her daily life. It's like
it is a freaking roller coaster.
It is. It really
I'm
is.
a hot mess.
And you know what? I'm like you. I'm taking pictures of my watch after I work out for 30 minutes. I'm doing all that stuff. I'm looking at my abs that aren't there yet. I'm looking at the boutique to see if we got my size. I'm living it up. I'm living the dream. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, we first originally met at 18 for Life in Dexter, Missouri. You know what I mean? And I don't know about you, but I think, I don't know when's the last time you went to the event. I haven't gone in several years, but I want to go back.
Yeah, it's on my agenda. It's on my agenda to go back. I need to see my Dexter people. And I think even just being a little bit more rooted now too, I just have even a bigger passion to help them. And obviously I've fortunately been touched by cancer even more than what I'd like. So hopefully I can give a bigger hand now than what I could then to help make a difference.
Well, when you go, you let me know. Because we got to bring them back. Maybe we bring
We'll fly.
things. Maybe
We'll fly,
Absolutely.
yeah. Absolutely.
Let's go live.
I was going to tell you, too, Albuquerque's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Amanda there.
Yeah.
There's a morning and an afternoon shotgun. I was
That's
more
right.
than happy tag team. I don't want to have to do both like I've had to in the past.
Here's our foursome right here. Here's our foursome.
I think we get out there, we can kill it.
And Chelsea, Amanda will tell you every single tournament we have been in with her, we have won.
I don't doubt that at all.
I don't doubt it either.
That is true.
Don't
That
lose
is
either,
true.
so we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. As a matter of fact, we go there. There are no losers, man. It's all about
Yeah,
the cause.
absolutely.
It's
So
an
it'd
incredible
be-
event. Yeah, it's
It'd
an
be something
incredible
that
event.
definitely should. Yes, I look forward to that. We got to plan on that definitely in the head. But once you definitely win Holey Moley, we're going to get you back up. We'll find out
Absolutely.
more from Amanda because Amanda, I know you say you're going to share on Instagram, but you are part of this show, so you might want to give us a little taste, to what's going on later on a different show. Hint, hint, hint. You know what I mean? Let's share it with
I know.
the
She's
listeners
been holding
as well.
back the last few weeks on this. Holy cow.
I have been.
Or I should say, holy moly.
Yeah.
See, holy moly.
I think that's the thing. Chelsea and I both, we experienced something so awesome and we got to go through it, but we can't share. Like, we can't share what we went through.
Right.
And so
That's
it's really hard because I want to tell everything. So for me, I want to be as real as possible with my viewers. And I know Chelsea does as well. So it's hard for me to post something up there, but I can't answer any questions or I can't talk about what the experience was. But I will be advertising more starting the month of May just to get everybody hyped on watching the show, watching us, and moving forward. So,
Well, Chelsea, we are going to have you on, right, after, the episodes air and stuff like that, especially after you win the final round. We want you back on to talk about the experience, and you're buying the drinks.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. A girl's winning.
That's all I'm saying.
A girl's winning. Okay, it's been tossed on the table.
And something even more important, this week's phrase that pays should be holy moly.
That's it.
Oh, yes.
That's it. Holy moly is the
Holy
phrase
moly.
that pays. And by the way, Chelsea, Albuquerque, New Mexico is not that far. I moved, and I'm here in Albuquerque now. Yes, I did.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hop a skip and a jump, so we have to get together again.
That's
And
my
by the
second
way,
home.
Billy and I are going to be in Houston. We were supposed to be in Houston this year. Don't know if that's going to happen,
Obviously,
but
you better hit me up.
yes, absolutely.
Hopefully it still comes through. If it does, we'll definitely hit you up.
Yeah.
Chelsea
Make it
Kinard,
happen.
thank you so
Good.
much for joining us here on Biggs Golf Talk. Amanda, I know you have to get going, wrapping up hour number 1 here on Biggs Golf Talk. Coming up next is hour number 2. Don't you go anywhere because we have world's biggest golf lessons coming up next. We'll be right back. A golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis. To order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots.com, and enter promo code BIGJOHN15. That's Big John, BIGGJON 15 for a discount on your Golf Dots. Golf Dots is available in many golf shops, such as the PGA Tour Superstore. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. That is golf.dots.com, or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
Went through the pregame routine. Hit drives for more than just show. Yelled for to warn for balls unseen, and approached with a long way to go. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come. If only we had more gizmos and gadgets, we might not have been sat in the sand. The cart girls' drinks strained our budgets, but we got a birdie in the hand. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah. Head to the clubhouse for a quick pit stop. Add up damage from the front nine. Get food and drink, and we're not talking pop. Head out knowing the back will be fine. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah.
Hey, this is Boxer Shorts, and I've got some big news. Big's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. You can download their app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Big's Golf Talk. And make sure while you're there that you favorite us so that you'll know when we're on. Join all the other millions of listeners on iHeartRadio and listen to Big's Golf Talk. We're the best. Right.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and don't forget about your Amazon devices as well. Hour number 2, and it's sponsored by Scorpion 21. Feel the sting. Scorpion 21 is on our Mother's Day gift guide. Check out our Mother's Day gift guide at BiggsGolfTalk.com. That is BIGGS golftalk.com or .net, and you can find all the information about Scorpion 21 and the rest of the Mother's Day gift guide right on our website. Billy, in the opening, we were talking about golf courses opening and golf courses, you know, what to do to be ready for the golfers, maybe hosting a small little clinic, you know, for the golfers coming back that's been out for so long. You know, sometimes the hand grips go away. They're not, you know, amateur golfers can't hold on to a golf club that well, right? So maybe a nice little clinic just to remind them how to hold on to a golf club or whatever the case might be. You know, and what the golf course can do to bring golfers back and get them really excited about golf again.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea what they're doing out there. A lot of people have been, unfortunately, like your state. You guys have been locked out of everything.
Yes.
So unlike me, that gets to golf whenever I want.
But it's still all restrictions, right? So,
Yes, there is a lot of restrictions going on. But you know what? Actually, with the new changes, you play faster. So we're playing in under maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes with the new restrictions and new spread out tee times. There's no such thing as slow pace of play anymore, at least from what I've experienced on any golf course that we played. And we played like 4 different ones so far. So there's a lot of different good benefits to it. I like the little donut thing inside the hole as opposed to that cup that they did originally where they bumped it up.
Inverted the cup, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all because and then they came out with that crazy rule, 5 feet within the cup. And then people posted scores. I shot my lowest round, 66. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, all you did was like play bumper pool and bumped
That's
up.
all you did. And by the
75 feet away, you could hammer your putt, and if it touches that hole, bangs it across.
And people are like, yes, it's in.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you hit that bumper, and it goes 50 feet away. So, no, I
and
didn't believe.
And the thing is, they are actually putting those scores down for a handicap.
Yes, that's what they're doing. That's how crazy they are. They're actually doing that. I'm like, no, that's you're hurting yourself.
Right.
So if you want to pretend that you shot a 60 whatever, go right ahead. I'm going to stick with my scores. Those I do not count. I will not count. If I'm picking up within 3 feet, I'm not counting that thing because I've missed 3 inches, not let alone 3 feet. So
now we gave some suggestions. We talked about some suggestions with Amanda as well in the opening of the show. And here we are, hour number 2. And, I said back then we were talking about the world's biggest golf lesson. So what is the world's biggest golf lesson? This is going to take place on May the 5th. So just next week, you could actually participate in the world's biggest golf lessons. And here's a chance for golfers to take part in the world record attempt without having to even leave the home. And Billy, we talked about that on how do we get golfers excited again? And this is going to
This is it. This is what I think. How many? Well, we'll find out how many they had. What's the previous amount of records? But they're going big this year.
But how about this, Billy? David Ledbetter will give a live talk just before the lessons begin from his headquarters where you're at in Florida.
Yeah, and you want to see something neat? You could see it, and so can our next guest. But our guest can't see it. But I have this. You see what this thing is? This is one of the few.
He's shaking his head.
And it's the A swing from David Ledbetter. And he signed it too. But I ain't going to go through all the pages for you. But he signed it. So, and we actually had a chance when we were doing the PGA show in Orlando to actually go. And
we were supposed to meet him and everything else. And our schedule just
got the grand opening.
Right.
And we weren't able to. But I'm excited for this. You know what I mean? I'm excited for what they're going to do on May 5th.
Well, joining us, and right now we are actually recording this in the afternoon, and right now it's like midnight out there in the UK. And joining us to talk about this is Gavin Greenwood Wood. And Gavin, welcome into Biggs Golf Talk, my friend.
Good evening, fellas. How you doing?
And we are here on Zoom right now. So, we're doing our distancing, social distancing. Billy's in Florida. I'm in New Mexico. Gavin's in the UK. You can't get any more social distancing than that.
No how.
Gavin, the world's biggest golf lesson will take place on May 5th. Tell us all about it and what made you come up with this.
Well, this was you know how you come up with crazy ideas on the back of a bar mat when you're having a beer, and you think, oh well, that'll be a great idea, and you agree to it, and then you kind of forget next day. And then you suddenly realize you made a commitment to somebody. But we were slightly more professional in how this came about because we were having a chat about how we could engage golf pros, golf coaches, certainly over here in Europe, where we are now into week 6 of lockdown, where there's no golf whatsoever. The industry is really suffering. Coaches that are self-employed aren't working. And there's just a bit of doom and gloom around it. So we thought about an initiative to basically get golf coaches to re-engage with their students and their clients and their members and actually just do something, not just to raise money for local charities, but also just to say, hey, you know what, those working on the front line, just thank you. That's what it is. And I understand that the situation across the US is different in many parts, and there's a lot of people that might not believe the virus and kind of what's going on. But with the UK being such a dense population, the spread of the virus has been quite quick. We've got close to 30,000 people now died from it. My sister had it. My wife works in the hospital. So we have a first-hand account of what's going on. And it's not been pretty. I think we might be through the worst of it, but still, to protect the population, we're going to be having some kind of social distancing measures for some time to come. That being said, there is conversations around golf coming back. And you know what? This is a great opportunity on Tuesday for golf coaches and professionals to actually start to re-engage their members back to the golf course and say, hey, you know what? Remember me? I need to earn a living, so come on and join me.
I think that's everywhere around the world.
Yes,
everywhere around the world with the PGA pros are suffering because with the golf courses closed, a lot of them can't do the lessons. The pro shops, the guys that are working the carts, the beverage cart people, food service. There's a lot of people impacted by it.
College students caddying. It's just not,
There's a lot of people. The unemployment rate around the world because of it, and people getting furloughed, people getting fired. Are they going to come back from this? Can they come back from this? We had a nice surge of coming back on the golf courses, and now I think if we do it the right way, I think we can go even further. I don't think we can go backwards. I think we can bring it to a new level with everything that we have in place right now.
There's a theory amongst our company that, you know what, people are going to want to spend a bit more time on their leisure because they missed it and they realized that it was an important part of their lives. So I think they'll respect it a lot more. The flip side of that also is that I think we're trying to inspire golf coaches to do something, all right, and to look to the future. It's not great currently, but you know what? I swear you will bounce back quicker and you will start to make more money if you start to reach out to your customers and clients and you put yourself out there. If you've not done a live lesson on social media before, just learn how to do it. It's not a perfect science. Just the fact of engaging and talking to other human beings is what they should normally be doing when they're teaching anyway. So there should be no difference. So,
along those lines, Gavin, in today's world, that's what we see more people are going to.
Yeah.
More people are going to doing what we're doing, talking online. You can get ball fit online now. You can go to Bridgestone.com. You can take a picture of your swing on their app, and they can tell you which ball you're going to use, how you got to use it. They'll even send you the ball so you can use it. You also have instructors out there. You do it. You could do it live. They can see. They can micromanage on the system that they have at home. So I think this is a great way to introduce your students, the ones that you do have, just thinking outside the box.
Totally.
I think it's great because you know what? I can go in my backyard and Biggs can go in his backyard and we can do it from outside. We don't even have to do it from inside. We can go outside. Yeah, the coach could be from inside, but we could be outside full swinging. Or we could full swing in our living room if we want to. I got 16-foot ceilings. I can swing. I don't think my carpet will appreciate it, but I could do it if I had to. So I think in today's world, I think it's a great way to go. We have
to adapt, don't we? There's no normal anymore.
No, there isn't. It's out the window.
World, yeah.
And by the way, I think I actually introduced you wrong, Gavin. It's Gavin Greenville Wood. I think I said Gavin Greenwood Wood. But
it's okay. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah. It's after 5 o'clock, so somebody's been indulging a little bit.
I have a little more than a pint.
That says Pitos Vaca.
Gavin, you want to try and smash the world record. The current world record is what, 10,000 participants?
Yeah, just over 10,000. Yep. Now we can't. This is a bit strange, right? We can't get it officially ratified because I don't want to pay £10,500 to get the Guinness Book of World Records to come and ratify it.
Oh, geez. You know what you do? Really? You know what you do? You Zoom it, right? And then have everybody have a Guinness, and then just have a record nearby, and then smash the record and drink the Guinness. There you go. You broke the Guinness World Record.
Yeah, that is a hack.
You know what they say, Gavin? If it isn't on Facebook, it didn't happen.
That's right.
Is when you break that record and you have that number posted on Facebook. I understand Guinness's world records or whatever, but you know what? For the record, let's break the record. We know that we'll break the record.
Yeah, exactly.
Have to figure out they're going to have to get an asterisk.
So let's talk about the logistics now. We got about 8 minutes left here. Let's talk about the logistics. Let's talk about first coaches, PGA pros worldwide. They can be involved all in one place. How can they do that?
Yeah, so coaches and players, even if they're not a coach by trade and they're PGA Tour player, mini tour player, we want them all involved, right? Because they have a level of expertise that they can help with. They have an Instagram following that they can tap into. And what we're asking these guys to do is to take 20 seconds to go and register on the world's biggest golflesson.com. We then get the details. We'll get their Instagram account. We'll reach back out with some confirmations and some more info on how to do this. And then they'll be part of the record attempt on Tuesday.
Is this only limited to a putting lesson, or can it be more?
Yeah, it's putting simply because that will engage the maximum amount of viewers, right? And also, we appreciate that some folks might be limited in terms of space where they live.
Yep.
And we don't all have 16-feet ceilings and live in palaces in downtown Florida.
There's,
I wish I had a palace.
You know what? There's some of us that have created our own manual 16-foot ceilings when we come back with our backswing and have fiancés at home that are just pissed off because now we have to do some work on the ceiling.
That's what you have to do, And the thing was, when I got this house, I wasn't a golfer. I had no idea. So I had no idea that I was going to be golfing at that particular time, but it just happened to work out that way.
Well played. Well played. So, yeah, they'll sign up, and then at 2:00, then everybody goes live, and I'm going to hook up my phone to my Apple TV, and I'm going to film me scrolling through the accounts on my big TV. Yeah. And then we'll make a little movie out of it, and we'll hopefully then, once it's complete, get all of the coaches and players to send through their viewing figures. And before, during, and after, we will have all of the coaches and players pointing people to the Just Giving pages so that they can donate their cash.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. What we're going to do, Billy, is right after this show is done this Saturday morning, we are going to post the press release on our website. We're going to push it on our social media as well and share it. We have a lot of PGA pros that pay attention to the show and listen to this program, listen to the podcast to get the information and all that stuff.
We could tag people like Birdie Ball because they do all the putting greens. We have all the guys that are part of that. We got lots of people that do the putting lessons and stuff like that. Golf Tech that we've done. We've got a lot of people that we can share it with to get it out.
Club Champion, Mistwood Pros. We got some Mistwood Golf Pros.
Parenti.
Yes.
Yeah, Sax Parenti. A lot of those guys see more putters. We share it with those guys, and hopefully they can share it with their people and be part of it. I think it can be.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't want to be a part of this? That's the thing.
Oh, that's perfect.
Just a lot of fun, isn't it? So, we've got the details of the charities that we're raising money for on the website. So the American charity that we've engaged with is Direct Relief. So people can choose to donate to that if they wish. So
cool.
You just grab the link from the website and then we're all good to go.
And the website? What's the website?
worldsbiggestgolflesson.com.
That's it. That's where they go, and you can donate there if you so wish. We'll share the link on our stuff as well, and after Saturday's show, we'll even share it more with the people that we have and try and make as many connections because it's on Cinco de Mayo. So you know what, Biggs? You can drink and putt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is nothing wrong. You could pretend that you're in your car driving down that green on that putting, walk up, take a drink, and putt away. And be part
to be fair,
of
that's a 7 a.m. tee time for him, so he might be just getting back from the night out.
That's true. But they can't go nowhere. Everything's shut down. The only thing even golf is only allowing walkers from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. so far. And at first I was a critic of it. And I was like, there's no way that's going to work. But the way they spaced out the tee times, it actually works pretty well. We never catch them. We never have. If they show up too close to 8 o'clock, they send them off the back 9. And we've never caught. We've been finishing really, really quick. So I think it's genius what they're doing. I think a lot of people that thought they would never walk, that are forced to walk, are going to continue to walk.
Yep.
So I think the trend of walking is gonna skyrocket, which I think is going to be benefiting a lot of companies, for the sales and stuff like that as well. So
let's. I'm going to invest some cash into Vessel golf bags. Have you seen their carry bags?
Yeah, we've seen Vessel.
Oh my goodness!
Different companies that they have. Big Max is big out there. The golf cart company. I mean, their sales have skyrocketed because people aren't carrying. They want to put their bags on a cart and they're going out there. So I mean, everybody that's made an impact this year. For the companies that you didn't think were going to become big, they just blew up, which is awesome because they're part of the industry. If we can keep everybody going, we're going to hit a home run. Go ahead, Biggie.
Gavin Greenville Wood, thank you so much for joining us here on Big's Golf Talk, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck on May the 5th. And I'll be paying attention to it on Tuesday morning as well. And seeing what's happening.
Them back, Biggs.
Absolutely.
Let's get them back afterwards. Let's get them back on the show. This 20 minutes went too fast. We got to get
not long enough.
Get all your results. Get the video up. We share it. Get you back on.
And then when I'm back to Florida, we will play golf.
Yeah, there you go. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And if you're ever in the Albuquerque, New Mexico area, give me a call. We'll go out and play some golf.
Excellent. I'll need to find it on the map first.
We are the New Mexico, so we're just right above the old Mexico.
Yeah, just look for the only state that wasn't allowing golf.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Hey, wouldn't it be...
fellas. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Gavin. Wouldn't it be a great idea to create an event whereby golf coaches could come together and do something to give back to the frontline health staff as they continue the struggle of caring for those suffering from the COVID-19 virus? With online coaching being the only option for golf coaches around the world right now, the concept of delivering the world's biggest golf lesson was born. Their goal is to teach over 1 million people on Tuesday, May the 5th, 2020, at 1400 UK time, simultaneously through Instagram Live. Check it out. The world's biggest golf lesson. It is www.worldsbiggestgolflesson.com or visit bigsgolftalk.net.com to find out more information under press releases. More Big's Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Still using an old golf GPS watch? It's time to upgrade to ShotScope. ShotScope isn't just a golf watch, it's a fully automated golf performance tracking system on your wrist. ShotScope gives you access to over 100 tour-level statistics, get putting analysis, short game breakdown, even find out how far you're booming your driver. All data is captured automatically by the groundbreaking ShotScope golf performance tracking system. ShotScope, the ultimate golf watch. Find out more at shotscope.com.
Stop swinging out of your shoes and get squared up with Squares shoes. Balance, stability, accuracy, distance, and comfort. It all starts with a patented Squares toe that allows the golfer to set up properly on every shot, with more room in the forefoot area that provides full range of motion in your feet. Squares integrated a heel stabilizer system that assists with rotational torque. A custom removable insole integrates compression zones that match the pressure point areas, linking the inner sole all the way to the cleats. One of the most vocal concerns from golfers has been tying their shoes multiple times throughout a round. Stay put laces with the silicone squares printed down the lace that allows you to comfortably form the shoe to your foot and lock in place without having to adjust or retie during the round. So square up your shots with Squares shoes. It's hip to wear Squares. Their website is www.squares.com. That is SQAIRZ.com.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty.
Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
This is Big's Golf Talk with Big John Vick and Bill the Golf Father Cuevas.
Welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native Party Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all your Alexa devices, and any podcast app that you use to listen to Big's Golf Talk. You could just search for us at bigsgolftalk.com or bigsgolftalk.net and search for us on your podcast platforms as well. This segment is sponsored by Squares Shoes. 2020 Best Product of the Year, in the footwear category, has to be Squares Shoes. It's hip to wear squares at squares.com. That's SQAIRZ.com. Improve your game and align your shots by wearing Squares Shoes. Big John Vick, along with the Golf Father Bill Cuevas, here on Big's Golf Talk. And Billy, I got to tell you, man, golf courses, as a matter of fact, this is a last-minute announcement. We rushed to get this interview in, but the governor of New Mexico, Governor Grisham, announced that New Mexico golf courses may reopen as early as yesterday. She announced this on Thursday. Courses will be a part of the first wave of outdoor activities allowed to resume, along with parks and trails. The Sun Country Section PGA, Sun Country Amateur Golf Association, and Rio Grande Superintendents Association have been lobbying for the reopening, and as well as Big's Golf Talk. We started a petition to get to the governor's office. Dana Lerner, as a matter of fact, Bill, we had Dana on the show before. Executive Director at the Sun Country Section PGA confirmed that lifting the governor's closure order means New Mexico golf courses may reopen. I am sure there is restrictions. The only restrictions made to the public right now is there will be no gatherings, there will be no dining in, and there will be no retail. That is what the public knows. But we have, as a matter of fact, it's unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, we had to come to a tough decision. But Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, and myself met with Joey Castieda from Canyon Club at Fort Hills to discuss the cancellation of the BGT 18-hole Classic. And unfortunately, with the closures and everything else, it's going to take some time before tournaments can be played at these golf courses. And we had to come to the tough decision and cancel the 18-hole challenge for 2020. But look for it, our inaugural golf tournament in 2021. And Joey has assured us that we're going to work together and make a date for that and get that happening. But Joey Castaneda is joining us here on Big's Golf Talk to talk about what New Mexico, in the state of New Mexico, one of the last states to open up for golf. Joey, welcome into Big's Golf Talk.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Now, this announcement from Governor Grisham, obviously nobody expected. We didn't expect to be open till mid-May, and now golf courses are scrambling to, as a matter of fact, as early as today, people are opened up and playing golf here in New Mexico. What have you heard state-wise? I know you guys belong to a statewide, association and stuff like that. What are the golf courses discussing on keeping people safe and gradually getting to 100%?
That is the thing. We want to keep New Mexico safe and anybody else. That's our first priority. So as of right now, we're open, running tee sheets and getting carts available. With that being said, our staff is disinfecting each cart as they come in and as they go out twice. And anytime in between if our members don't feel safe. But as far as, like you mentioned before, we're not selling anything out of the product. If people need golf balls or stuff, we'll get it to them, but there's no transactions being made. Everything's on a member base on account. So we're on that part. We're lucky for that. As for the rest of the courses, I don't know how they're doing that, but I know Per the governor, there's no retails to be sold at this time. No dining, no gathering. They just come get their exercise, play golf. You know, and some of those people that just need to get out of the house and can't walk the course, we're providing carts for them. We're allowing single rider carts where we never had before, just to ensure the distancing is being met. So.
One of the things that we have seen broken down guidelines from the governor's office, from state officials, breaking down what the golf courses is allowed to do. But the only two things that I've heard from Governor Grisham was that no retail and no dine-in. So is she allowing the golf courses to take it upon themselves to make their own guidelines as far as pins staying in with a noodle in a cup, or no rakes and things like that? How is your golf course approaching this?
Our golf course is ensuring everybody's safety. So what we've done is we've raised the cups about an inch, 2 inches above the ground. So once the ball hits the cup, you're counting that as a putt, as a made putt. That way nobody touches that. We've pulled all the rakes from the facility. And then us golf pros will be out there raking the course just to ensure everybody's good play going on. But as far as that, rakes and flags, we have our flags out just so people could have a target to shoot out, but the cups have been raised so that way nobody's, contaminating the cups. Nobody's putting their hands inside the cup or two golf balls in the cup and exchanging it through other people.
Now, we talked about in the beginning how we had to cancel the BGT 18-hole challenge. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you had many outings that have been postponed or canceled altogether. What are you guys doing as far as outings and tournaments? I mean, I tell you the truth, my opinion, and you and I have talked about this off the air, but I don't think any tournaments or outings is going to be scheduled, if anything, from 60 days from now because of there's just amenities that can't be offered.
You're absolutely right. In fact, one of the reasons why, I had to come into work today was to discuss that process, what we're going to do coming on here, with our head pro. My GM and I have been in contact. Again, the safety is for everybody. We don't care about the dollar. Lives are at stake here, and we want to make sure everybody has that opportunity to experience, life. So with that being said, we are working, with you guys, people that have signed contracts that have tournaments in April, early May. We've postponed them. We're willing to work with them. We'll reschedule. We're working for you guys. We're working with the public. We're working with the foundations and any nonprofit organization. We want to make sure safety's first. And if they need to move it to another date, in fact, I've had 3 tournaments move their April, May tournaments to late September, October, early November. As we know in New Mexico, October, November is the best time to play golf. It's my favorite time to play golf. So those are still options.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, there's still no cure for this. There's still, numbers are still being shown on a daily basis. And, as of right now, everything's on hold till May 15th. And then we'll see what the governor says from there. Governor says, hey, gatherings are allowed. Then, we'll proceed that way if everybody feels safe. We're not going to pressure them. Like I've mentioned several times, safety first.
What have you heard statewide, Joey, as far as the percentage that golf courses, now that they have gotten the word they can open up, at what percentage are they going to be operating at?
As compliant to the governor's guidelines, I think 100%. I think everybody got the call yesterday from their head pro or GM, said, hey, if you can work tomorrow, come on in. Let's get that course going. As far as the city courses, I know it's a different beast. People pay cash or, it's a daily transaction there. I don't know what roads they're taking, but I know everybody's ready to golf. I know there's some of the empty spots that were on a lot of the country clubs, all 3 of the country clubs out here and some of the ones in Rio Rancho. People were just sneaking on the golf courses to play. But now that we're fully operational, we can actually have control of who's allowed to play, be accounted for. And, to answer your question, I think 100% all the courses are ready to rock and roll. I mean, it's great exercise. We got our first heat wave. I think we hit 90 today.
Yeah.
90 degrees. People need to get out. We've been quarantined long enough, and the warm weather's here, and there's nothing but exercise when you play golf. That's one of the best things you can do for yourself.
What about the practice facility? Are you going to allow people to hit on the range, or is that going to be closed off temporarily until we can get better sanitization on obviously practice balls and things like that?
That's an excellent question. That was one of the things that was brought to our attention right away. That's only for people, at least at our facility, that's only for members that had a tee time. We're not going to allow people to hang out there and practice and, say people that have their swing coach out there. In fact, it is up to our discretion if we're going to give individual lessons. But right now we've made it upon ourselves internally to wait it out just a little bit longer. Let's see how this goes. But the practice facility is off limits to everybody unless you have a tee time.
Well, Bill the Golffather Cuevas, Florida has been operating for quite some time now. Are you guys seeing any progression over the last few weeks as far as, obviously you guys are closer to phase 2 than New Mexico is close to phase 2 with reopening. I mean, the businesses are starting to reopen, only curbside and delivery services and some retails. Gyms, salons, and stuff have to remain closed until May 15th. State parks are being reopened. I know you just told me during a commercial break that state parks are being reopened in Florida. But are you seeing a rapid pace, or is everybody just pretty much taking their time and gradually getting back to normal?
I think the golf courses, we'll start with golf courses in general real quick here. We've progressed a little bit. We were at that inch and a half up above the cup and stuff like that. And they changed it over to sticking the noodle in, which seems to be a lot more favorite for the people that are playing now, because that was the biggest complaint. People were just hitting the cup and then, taking it instead of trying to do it the right way. They'll trying to ram it and stuff like that. How people are. They're still competitive. You got that cup in, out, whatever. They still have that competitive edge, but we've gone a little bit farther. They've done a lot of really good things. We're down to one person per cart, a lot of walkers. Everything's paid online. You can't book it. If the only way you can have cash is if you're a walker and you're using a push cart, you can stick it. They don't even touch your money. They put it in the jug. You show them the money, they put it in, and you keep going. Tee times are between 7:30 and 11, 1 to 3. So this way they can disinfect the carts. So they got it broken down because we've had enough time to do it. And I'm sure Joey's course, he's going to know what's safe. I mean, we play after the walkers now because of the new tee time system, and I've never run into them. We don't catch them. I think we're spaced out about 14 to 15 minutes apart. And with that pace of play, even with walkers in front of you, it's been great. I mean, we've been finishing in maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes. So the pace of play is quicker. So they're throwing in the walkers in between, and some walkers are going off the back as opposed to the front. So they've learned. We've had 6 weeks of everybody being shut down on what they can do and what they can do. They sell bottled water here at the turn. They'll never touch it. It's sitting inside those things, and you drop your $1 and you take a bottle. So there's a lot of things that they learn that we can do. We are opening the parks, which I don't know how that's going to work. You give people, so depending on where it's at, it's different. The north of us, it's a lot quieter. It's a lot more country. There's not as many people, but you go south into Tampa. Tampa's not opening up their parks. They're not opening up their beaches, even regardless that the governor said to do it. The mayor is not going to do it because it's a little different animal down there. People are a little harder to control when you're down there, and they're justified. There's a lot of stuff going on in Tampa. So we opened up our malls. As of Monday, they're going to be officially open, but nobody understands to what extent. Who's going to open? What stores? Are we going to have retail? We're opening up. Our restaurants can open up, but they have to serve outside. So you can have a table outside or you can take out. So those are your two options. There's still a lot of questions. How do you eat inside of a restaurant? How do you maintain that 6-foot distance? Who's wearing the mask? Because, people don't eat with a mask on. So there's still a lot of questions. I think it's still hit or miss. But I'm glad that, New Mexico finally opened up your golf courses because it's a start. I mean, I go to Walmart and there's a heck of a lot more people that can't follow directions, let alone an arrow telling you to go down an aisle one way. On the golf course, I've run into no problems. Everybody's keeping a safe distance, even on the green, because the people that are there, we all know each other. We still stay far enough away from each other. Nobody ever goes. If a person hits the ball, because we have that tube, the other guy go pick up his ball. So there's never two balls actually going in the cup at any particular time. The ball is always sticking outside the cup. Maybe half an inch goes inside the cup. But we got a lot of good things, but I still think there's more progression that we're going to need.
Joey, let me turn to you. I mean, what are you thinking that everybody's going to start doing as far as tee times go? As Canyon Club moves on, you guys are a private club. Are you guys going to expand that tee time distance? I know probably 10 minutes was the norm. Are you going to expand it to 13, 14, 15 minutes?
That's an excellent question. I don't think we're going to do that. I think in our case, we're lucky just because, like Bill was saying, the people that are coming out here seem to be a little bit, I don't want to say smarter, but more aware of the situation and how to handle the situation. The funny thing is I posted a meme on social media where, like Bill was saying, Walmart was packed.
Yeah.
And they're saying that's okay, but golf courses is closed. I mean, our members, I've seen, and I've watched this daily. I've come during the whole quarantine where we're shut down. I've drove up here several times. Our members are staying. If you're like me playing golf, you're spraying the ball, so you're automatically doing social distance right off the back.
Right.
I think our tee times are going to remain the same. Today, running the first time on the tee sheet, I saw the big group, the big men's group that came out. They're all standing 6-10 feet apart away from each other on the tee box. There's a good gathering. From from a parking lot view, you can say, hey, look, there's a big cluster of people right there. But from the golf shop standpoint, they were all about at least an average of 8 feet away. I don't think we're going to move the tee times. We give them individual carts. 90% of them are walking, and I haven't seen anybody stripe it together down the fairway. So, they're keeping their social distance. I think our tee times are going to remain the same. I don't think we're going to go that distance. As far as payment goes, we had a member come in asking for scorecards. We've already provided it out there. Like Bill was saying, drop the money in the bucket. We have waters available for our members, and if they need anything, hey, we're going to place it right here. You can gather it, or this and that. We already told our members we're not grabbing any bags. Retail's off limits right now until May 15th. You better be prepared to come out and play. Pick up that extra golf ball you see on the course. But I think we're going to keep it as is. I think we run 10-minute tee times, 9.5 minutes or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that should be good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good, and I know the governor, and as a matter of fact, restaurants are going to be all the restaurants are going to be allowed to open, but it's only going to be either takeout or delivery. Are you going to be offering any kind of food and beverage on the go?
I did see an email from our GM that our beverage cart is out there. So, but our kitchen's not operating. So it's probably ready-made snacks, prepackaged stuff.
Sure.
That way there's no contamination. Hey, put your money down here. I'll leave it here. And I know we have tons of sanitizing wipes and wiping everything down. If there is transaction, I haven't seen the beverage cart out there, but it may just be giving out water. I know that was one of our last plans before we went to shutdown. That, hey, we're going to have water available for you guys. We're going to place it here, this and that. We don't want to put it in a cooler where everybody's hands are going in there. But, that's one of the things that, I fully haven't really seen in action yet. Now that I mentioned, I don't think our bev card's out there yet. I think we're still working. I would have seen it about 2 or 3 times by now since I've been here, but
right.
I think we're still coming up with a plan. I know we do have water available. I know we have several cases in our cart barn, putting them in the carts, because we're the ones disinfecting and sanitizing the carts here. At least we got you water. We strongly advise that people bring their own water bottle and drinks.
Yep.
Water bottle, not to refill, but to already have preloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's smart. I think that's everywhere. I think that's really smart from a lot of golf courses. I know you guys are going to end up losing money because, people want to go drinking. They want to drink on the golf course. They want to eat on the turn.
They want to have they also want to enjoy the 19th hole, and they're not going to be able to do that.
When they're done. But I think just getting out there and
it's a start.
It is. And I think right now, you guys are a private club. I think it's a great time to try and expand memberships for certain areas and certain parts of the stuff, because you can bring a lot of new people into this game right now. I'm noticing a lot more people that never golfed before that are there now.
Yep.
And they're trying it. And I think we can make a lot of these people that are trying it now for the first time, they're going to fall in love with the game. You know what I mean? As long as we keep it where we can enjoy it and do the things that are nice. I really think that golf, of all the industries right now, we can recover from it a lot quicker once everything gets back up and running.
Well, listen,
you're absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more than that. I've seen more people on social media. Hey, I tried out golf today. I was out there today. People call me, hey, so this is what you've done your whole life. Can you help me out with my new swing? You know, we were the last to shut down. We're the first to open up. And you're right. I think this is going to be like the next Tiger phase where everybody's coming out of the woodworks to play golf again because it was so healthy for you. It was one of the things that you could keep social distancing.
Yep.
And be competitive for those athletes out there.
All right. Joey, thank you so much for joining us here in Biggs Golf Talk. Golf is open in
My
New
pleasure,
Mexico.
guys.
And we're going to meet soon. Let's wait till things get back to normal, May 15th. And obviously, you know, I think June 1st is probably the date goal that we can probably meet and talk about dates and things like that to reschedule the 18-hole challenge, Biggs Golf Talk 18-hole challenge. But I appreciate you, and, you know, just can't control, you know, what happens away from the golf course that forces us to make these type of decisions. And once again, the Biggs Golf Talk 18-hole challenge has been postponed. It's, you know, and whether we schedule for 2021 or we schedule it in the fall, we have yet to determine that part. But, you know, we're going to work with Joey. It is going to be at Canyon Club, so we're committed to that. Joey, thank you so much, my brother.
My pleasure, guys. Looking forward to working with you guys, and let's just make sure everybody's safe first, and we'll get that date set.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's time to announce the winners of our giveaway from April. The winner of the Sun Mountain Bag is Michael Fichter. Congratulations, Mike. You have 7 days from the podcast posted to email us to acknowledge you are the winner. Of the Groover Brush, Chris Bocci is the winner. And again, 7 days from the podcast being posted on the website, you have to email us, biggsgolftalk@gmail.com, biggsgolftalk, BIGGS golftalk @gmail.com. Acknowledge that you're the winners, and we'll get that information from you and get your winnings out to you. Congratulations to Mike. Congratulations to Chris. Biggs Golf Talk will be right back right after this with Biggs Product of the Week. We'll be right back.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against an international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup-style event, known prestigiously as the International Kings Cup. The International Kings Cup is played in remembrance of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier, playing best ball using net scoring. For more information, to sign up, and to find a national qualifier near you, their website is usgolfchallenge.com. That is usgolfchallenge.com.
This is Big's Product of the Week. Each week, Big John and the Golf Father select a golf product to feature. Here is Big John Vick and Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, with this week's Product of the Week.
And Big's Product of the Week is sponsored by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Qualify for the National Championship, and if you win that, you can play for Team USA. But first, you must qualify by participating in a national qualifier in your area. To find a national qualifier in your area, go to usgolfchallenge.com or bigsgolftalk.net or .com to find a local qualifier in your area. Big John Vick, along with the Golf Father, Bill Cuevas, here with you. And before we get to Big's Product of the Week, there's something I want to talk about that's been happening over the last few minutes here. So in a group on Facebook, Dude, Where's My Par? In that group, a gentleman by the name of Eric Norman posted, America is the greatest golf nation on the face of the earth. Everybody else is playing catch-up at this point. And I'm like, I don't agree with that.
No.
I think it's, if anything, I think it's a level field across the world.
Yeah.
I've known many, many American golfers that have said golf courses and playing golf abroad is the most fabulous golf they have ever played in their lives.
It's true. I mean, we've seen the posts, we've seen the pictures of other people traveling. I think there's a lot of. I mean, Ireland is one of them. We have the United States Golf Challenge, where that once it finally clears up and they're going to be going there again. They got 2 things scheduled for over there. You have other countries that have a lot to offer when it comes to golf. At this particular point, maybe would we leave? To go do those right now.
No, obviously, right?
That's the problem. I don't know why he would say that we're leading the pack. We might have been a little crazy in the beginning and not believe how bad this thing was. How everything was going on. But
later on in that post in that group, Eric Norman has said to a guy by the name of Martin, I just think as far as technology and talent on the pro level, you could safely make the claim that United States is the best. No. And I said to him, Eric Norman, did you say based on talent? Can you explain why the LPGA has about 30% of only American players, if that much? All pro tours registered with the PGA is pretty much split 50-50 because of the different tours that's being offered even abroad.
Yeah.
So, continue, and Martin says, Big John Vick, good points. Quantity doesn't always mean quality.
Absolutely.
Right? Eric Norman says to me, Big John Vick, I got 4 letters for you. LPGA, second tier. That's being nice. Let's talk about the PGA. Want to. I said, Eric Norman, let's go. LPGA has less Americans playing on that tour. Have you looked at the last tournament? I also have spoken with many professional American players that have said the golf across the world is the most amazing golf they have ever played. Another gentleman chimes in by the name of James Fleming. This is where it gets sticky. James Fleming says, Big John Vick, women's sports don't count. No one cares. Who wants to watch sports at an amateur level? Don't get me wrong. They're great for girls, but it's not the same. If you disagree, I have a couple of WNBA tickets I want to sell you. Same freaking difference, he tells me. My response to Mr. Fleming, wow, you can't get any more sexist than that. Any one of those LPGA players can kick your ass every day and twice on Sundays. James Fleming responds back to me and says, not from the tips they can't. It wouldn't even be close. I'm a +1 handicap. I said to him, James Fleming, you want to put your money where your mouth is? I know a few pro female golfers that would gladly take your money, and I will go Facebook Live for all to see. James Fleming says, sure, but only if they agree to play 7,100 yards. I don't like my chances 6,500 yards and in. And then he says, Big John Vick, I might still lose. I'm not delusional. However, they're not going to kick my ass like you seem to think.
Yeah, but he is delusional because that's not what he said.
Right.
First, he said that they're amateurs and they're this and that. Then he says that he's going to lose, but it's not the way that you think. But you never said that they were going to do it that way. So he's all over the place. He's
trying to backpedal right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we have 2 on the show today.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, Chelsea and Amanda, If you guys are in, I'll set this thing up. Bill and I will be there as your security.
That guy doesn't want to do that.
No, he does not.
Because Amanda drives that thing like 280, 285, unless he's a long driver. You know what I mean?
Well, shoot. I mean, let me tell you. Remember that 300 plus hole that she drove over the water?
That's what I'm saying. But that's an average. You know, you got to take the laws of average into it. So even at 7,100, that guy's all talk.
Hey, listen, our Biggs product of the week is a giveaway we got going on this month, Ready Putt. We've talked about Ready Putt. You never want to putt with a dirty ball ever again. I certainly don't. Bill the Godfather Cuevas doesn't. It's probably the best putter cover ever out there, and it's utilized. It's got a magnetic surface to hold your divot repair tool, to hold your ball marker. Not only that, but the water retaining system in it is just phenomenal. Probably after around ninth hole, you fill it up, you pour water on it again. It depends how humid and hot it is outside. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, Billy, I never putt with a dirty ball ever again. And it just has become a second nature for me.
That's a staple in your bag.
Yes.
The Ready Putt. It's a staple. It's everywhere you go. Any putter you switch to, you have your cover. So you've been really, really good with it. It's everywhere.
So our next guest to talk about Ready Putt and giveaway and all that stuff is the CEO, founder, dishwasher, floor washer. He's a one-man show. Jeff Lowe is joining us here at Biggs Golf Talk. Jeff, welcome into Biggs Golf Talk, my friend.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Sorry about getting fired up during your segment, but, I just had to call this guy to the carpet.
I'd love to see that myself. 7,100, 6,500. Those girls will kick his ass. There's no doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Guys like that, they always want to backpedal when you start to, say, hey, put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. Yeah. We've seen those girls play like most of those girls. Those girls are amazing. You know what I mean? They're absolutely amazing. And some of them could give the men a run for their money just because they're allegedly bigger and stronger. You're talking about dudes that are 6'5". You see some of the guys on pro, but these girls, they're killing. Some of these women are driving.
And you know what? He's probably a +1 since the coronavirus has kicked in and the pins and the cups have been above the ground. That's how it became +1. Mm-hmm. I challenged that handicap before coronavirus.
66 since the coronavirus. Yeah. A lot of people both playing very low scores that they never had, thinking like, wow, it's amazing. I was like, nah, I'm not buying it. I wouldn't do it. We already talked about that. I'm not posting those scores. So they can post whatever they want.
Billy, our
poor buddy. I was going to say, my poor buddy, he hit the pin. Don't know if the foam kept it from going in or not on the so he it would have been his first one, and like I said, hit the pin and bounced out, and we don't know if it was would have been a hole-in-one or a foamer hole-in-one, but
right. That's the tough part about what's happening right now is people that maybe get their first aces and stuff like that truly is not counting because obviously a true ace is really defined in the rules of golf, and it has to, be in the cup and penetrate, the hole and be inside of it, completely. And I mean, it defines it in the rules of golf. It doesn't say hit the stick, bounce out of the hole. It hits the hole and comes right out. Nope, that's not an ace. I mean, it's defined,
Yeah.
So it's sticky.
I've seen some wicked stuff, man. People losing aces. It's the law of averages.
Well, one of the wicked stuff that we don't have to see is our balls being dirty, Jeff Lowe, and using like how I did that, like how I segued into that there. Having a Ready Putt on your head cover for your putter is truly a must tool, and it's not an accessory. It is a tool for you to have because, as you may know, you get on these irrigation greens, you get sand on the ball and all that stuff. The ball bounces and creates a divot, and it's got a dirty mark on it. That truly, even in competition, can really damper a score.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And just think about how much when they engineer a ball, they don't engineer a ball to roll accurately with grass stains on it or mud on the ball. So. Mm-hmm. It's something that it should be something part of your routine. all the pros do it. They toss their ball to their caddy to wash their ball before they putt. There's a reason for that. It's a rule. It's available to you. Take advantage of it. Putting's hard enough. So, clean that ball, let it roll accurately, and then, let it fall in the cup or the foam.
Now, Bill, the Golf Father Cuevas, we have released our Mother's Day gift guide at BiGGsGolfTalk.net, so you can always check that out. But one of the items that's not on that list that will be on our Father's Day gift list will be Ready Putt, but Ready Putt could be for both for women and for men out
universal.
there. Absolutely.
And the thing is, we have a lot of. We've been using them for years, so it's a proven product. They've made the list before. We still have golfball.com's list coming out, which they've been on before. It's affordable. And it works. What more can you ask for? You know what I mean? If he has different styles there, depending on what you like, different colors. So it's made to fit anybody and everybody.
Are we going to see Ready Putt revolutionize in any different colors coming in the near future? I know coronavirus has kind of slowed everybody down for creating new things, but Jeff Lowe, what do you have planned for Ready Putt for the future?
Yeah, right now we're affected by this by everybody.
Right.
We've had a lot of color suggestions, a lot of requests, and we're taking those into account because right now what you see on our website are the colors that we have to offer. As you know, there's plenty of other colors and designs, and we've got a lot of requests for camouflage and some of those different types of styles. And so, someday we would like to be able to offer those. But right now we're weathering the storm just like everybody else.
Yeah, it's not cost effective right now.
It's a small business. You're not a big conglomerate, company where you have millions of dollars at your disposal to do as you please with. It's a small.
Even they can't do it.
Right.
They can't even do it.
Right. They can't even do it. Exactly. I mean, Callaway's, it's got 300 something people furloughed. I mean, it's.
You see a lot of them. Everybody, they're looking for jobs. It didn't matter if it was clothing. It didn't matter if they were working on the equipment side, the ball side. They're looking. They don't have a job anymore. They're gone. Some of them don't. They're even though they were furloughed, they know they're not even going back. Right. So they're posting it, and it's a sad situation. So when you have an indie company that's going to survive this craziness that we're having, that's what it's about. I mean, you want those people. You want the Ready Putts to survive this thing because the little guy can survive. The little guy should survive. You know what I mean? And that's what we talked about with these business loans and all this crazy stuff of people that are already millionaires getting these loans. This is what it's about. We want the little guy to survive because they're the ones that are, innovative. They're the ones that are giving the small people what they want, how they want it. I don't want to see you guys go anywhere. I want to see my
and you know what the thing is, too? Jeff Lowe gives back. So as a matter of fact, he and I have, and we're going to talk about something for the future for the Folds of Honor that he wants to help and give back. But he's trying to find something and contribute back to charity. And we'll have more information about that if that comes to fruition. Where Jeff has given a part of the proceeds to a certain charity, and Jeff's trying to figure all that out and stuff like that. We'll have all the information here on Big's Golf Talk. But in the meantime, we are going to be giving one away here for the month of May. So I'm excited about that. And they're going to be able to choose their color, choose the model of the head cover, and Billy, like I said, it's never too early to get dad something for Father's Day, for a birthday, for mom something, and this is going to be a great gift for mom as well. They have a putter in their bag.
That's right.
So
they need a putter in their bag.
And mom doesn't like dirty things. Mom hates dirty things. So that pink ball, she doesn't want that dirty and muddy and all sanded up and stuff like that. Especially when you're in a bunker and you get on the green, you do have a little sand mark on the ball that you need to clean off and be able to putt straight and all that stuff. But Ready Putt, Jeff Lowe, how can people find out more information about Ready Putt, my friend?
Yeah, check us out at readyputt.com. Check out our Instagram feed, which is at Ready Putt. Our Instagram feed's kind of fun. It's more than just your just golf stuff. We put a lot of things like barbecues and cooking and just a lot of fun type things. So follow us for fun, not just for golf, and we've got all the other social media channels as well.
And don't forget our phrase of the week entered for this giveaway, along with the Encore giveaway we have going on. We have a nice little Encore package to give away. So, Jeff Lowe, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your support here on Biggs Golf Talk. Longtime supporter, longtime sponsor here on Biggs Golf Talk. We appreciate you, my friend, and everything that you do. And like we talked about off the air, brother, we'll give the information about when that charity is selected and all that, on what proceeds and everything else. We'll pass on that information here. But we wish you nothing but the best of luck. Stay safe, my brother, and stay healthy as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you both, guys. Stay safe and healthy.
The website is readyputt.com. Also enter the giveaway. You can find out more information about Ready Putt at BiggsGolfTalk.net or BiggsGolfTalk.com. Well, that does it for Biggs Golf Talk. For Bill the Golffather Cuevas, for Man of the Golf Diva Robertson, I am Big John Vick. And check out our website for the giveaways. Check out our website for Mother's Day gift guide and other information on the site. Press releases, reviews, and other stuff. So check out our website at BiggsGolfTalk.net or BiggsGolfTalk.com. Until next week, everybody, thanks for listening, and
you matter.